Welcome back to Learn SKN, and today we're going to be looking at paper 1. It's kind of old, but you know, CSEC have a habit of repeating a lot of the questions. So it's a May-June 2013 Economics paper 1. May-June 2013 Economics paper 1. And we know that right now there might be just paper 1 and an SBA for the upcoming 2020 CSEC examinations. So we know paper 1s might just be very crucial, and so we want to cover our bases. And so to Learn SKN, we are going to try and upload about 4 or so paper 1s, those that were leaked from 2013, 14, 15 and 16. But you know, there are no others from 17, 18, 19. Those are not, they were not leaked. These are the only leaked ones we're going to be working with. So these are official paper 1s from CSEC that were leaked. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Economics paper 1. Number 1, which of the following rewards accrues to a factor of production capital? And the answer here is D, interest. All right, rent comes from land, profit from entrepreneurship, and wages from labor. So the one for capital would be interest. Number 2, an economy is best described as a system where the resources are used to produce goods and services to meet the needs and wants of society. Economy is best described as a system where resources are used to produce goods and services to meet the needs and wants of society. Question 3, which of the following companies operate in the primary sector? And the answer here is Red Limited, which is involved in tomato cultivation. So they are part of the primary industry, extractive industry. So that's B, Red Limited, tomato cultivation. Number 4, a student has a daily allowance of $20 with which he can purchase chicken and chips or burger, but not both. If he purchases the chicken and chips, the opportunity cost of his decision will be, and the answer here is A, the burger he gave up. Remember, opportunity cost is about the thing that you gave up, the foregone, the satisfaction of what you gave up. All right, so that's A. Number 5, ABC Limited purchases raw cotton and produce fabric. XYZ Limited buys fabric from ABC Limited and makes t-shirts with which markets directly to clothing stores. Both firms engage in economic activity in the, and the best answer here is the secondary industry, where they take raw materials and produce a finished good. So in this case, the fabric, and then they take the fabric and produce t-shirts. So they take the raw material and they turn it into a finished good, and so that's secondary. All right, number 6. An unemployed person accepts a job. What is the opportunity cost of his decision? And the answer is A, the leisure time lost. Remember, it's either when you're working, it's either free time or time spent at work. So if you're going to work, the opportunity cost would be your free time you're giving up. Number 7 refers to the following diagram, which illustrates the production possibility frontier for economy in year 1, AA, and year 2, BB. And so the question asks, from the diagram above, it can be deduced that, and the answer is A, point X was unattainable in year 1. In year 2, sorry, remember year 2 is depicted using BB. So this is actually year 2, this is year 1, and so if you contract to BB, then year 2 would mean that X is unattainable in year 2. Remember, year 2 is the B. All right. 8. A country faces the following production combination: X equal production with unemployed resources, so inefficient; Y equal unattainable production combination outside the curve; and Z efficient production combination, that's along the curve. So which of the following production possibility curves, PPC, illustrates the information above? And the best answer here is D, because you see Y is unattainable, Z is efficient, and X is inefficient, you know, employing all the resources. All right, number 9, an upward shift in a production possibility curve can be caused by and the best answer here is improvement in technology. Improvement in technology causes production possibility curve to shift outwards. Number 10 refers to the following table, which shows unit of labor and total output. You have them here. And so the question asks, what is the number of labor units that produces the highest average product of labor? And of course, to find average, you have to divide the output, the unit, by the output. And so when you do that, you'll see that the best answer here is B, which is 7. When you divide 7 by 455, you get around 65, I think, and so that would be the answer for that one. That's the highest one. All the rest are less than 65. All right, number 11, which of the following does not affect the efficiency of labor? And the best answer here is A, a firm's profitability. Options were B, worker motivation, of course that would increase efficiency. C, level of technology, of course that would increase efficiency. And D, education and training, that would increase efficiency. So the best answer is A, firm's profitability. Number 12, economic choices are made because, and the best answer here is C, resources are scarce while people's wants are unlimited. Or we want a lot, but resources are scarce, and so therefore we have to make proper choices as to what to do, whether they prioritize, etc. Number 13, in an attempt to increase the efficiency of its staff, management assigns specific tasks to each worker. This is an example of, and the best answer here is specialization. Specialization is where you are assigned specific tasks that you become very, very good at. Number 14, in a commercial bank, wages and salaries are not paid to, and the best answer here is A, shareholders of the bank. Shareholders get their dividends. Number 15, one example of a good is a bottle of soda water, because all the rest here are intangible, whereas the bottle of water is the only one you can touch, and so that's a good. The rest of them are services. Number 16, prices of goods in the market economies fluctuate while prices of goods in the planned economy tend to be fixed. The most likely reason for this difference is that in the market economy, buyers and sellers determine the prices. That's what makes the market economy. Buyers and sellers, the market forces, supply and demand, determines the prices. Number 17, use this table to decide 17. It refers to the following table, which shows the government spending as a percentage of gross domestic product for 4 countries, W, X, Y, Z. So you have W 47%, X that's 89%, Y 50%, and Z 3%. The economic system of country X is most likely, and the best answer is planned, because in the planned economy, government spending as a percentage of GDP is not all. They are the ones who control almost all of the economic activities in the country. All right. Number 18, in country N, the government provides essential goods such as water, electricity, and housing for citizens. However, other goods are provided by private companies. To which economic system does country N most likely belong? And the best answer is A, because in the mixed economy, you have both government and the private sector. The planned is only government. Traditional is hand-down, subsistence. Free market is just the market, supply and demand. Number 19, which of the following is not an example of a factor of production in a commercial bank? And the best answer here is special saving accounts for students. Shareholders are example of capital. The bank's vault is a part of their capital. The building is a part of their capital. So all the rest here, this one is not a factor of production. Special savings account for students. Number 20, a government reduces tax on carrots. This caused the price of carrots to fall by 50%. Demand then rises by 50%. The price elasticity of demand for carrots in this case is C, unitary, equal, because the percentage, the fall is equivalent to the rise. So you have unitary, that's 1. 50 divided by 50, that would give you 1. All right. 21 refers to the following table, which shows the price of products, the quantity demanded, QD, and quantity supplied, QS. Very easy question. Which of the following prices are there shortage in the market? And the best answer here is A, 2 and 4, because at $2, you see, demand is 29, where supply is only 8, so there's a shortage there. And at 4, demand outstrips supply again, where you have 16 for demand and 12 for supply, so therefore you have a shortage again. When you only supply, you only could supply for 16, only supply for 8. Sorry, for 12 for 8. All right. Number 22, the term money supply refers to the, and the answer here is A, stock of money in an economy at any moment. That's the money supply, the stock of money in the economy at any moment. 23, which of the following is not a characteristic of a perfect competition? And the best answer here is C, many buyers and one sellers. When you have many buyers and one seller, that's a monopoly. Freedom of entry and exit, that's one of the perfect competition. Selling of homogeneous, meaning the same product, perfect. Knowledge of market conditions, perfect. So the answer is C, many buyers and one seller, that's a monopoly. Number 24, which of the following is usually a consequence of widespread retrenchment in a country? And the best answer here is a fall in the standard of living. Retrenchment means that there's a pullback as it relates to demand and stuff. So companies going to pull back their production, and therefore, if you pull back your production, you're going to lay off people, and if you lay off people, they're not going to have any money to spend. So therefore, a fall in the standard of living. 25, a pure public good can be described as, And the best answer here is B, zero priced, meaning it's basically free. Diminishable, public goods are not diminishable, they are not excludable, they are not rivalrous. But they are zero price, meaning they're basically free. Number 26 refers to the following table. What is the equilibrium price? Very, very easy answer. Equilibrium is where supply and demand equal, so 350. Price 12, so the answer is $12. 27, globalization, maybe most accurately defined as, and the best answer is C, international trade of goods and services, including skilled workers. That's a key part there, including skilled workers. Globalization also includes goods and services and people. 28, which of the following is true about financial markets and institutions? And the best answer here is they channel funds from those who have saved to those who wish to borrow. That's the main thing about the bank. Your savings are used to lend people money and they pay back interest on that. 29, which of the following financial instruments are issued by the central bank on behalf of the government? And the best answer here is, the only answer is A, treasury bills. Corporate bonds belong to the corporate entities. Equity securities, that's business world. Shares and stock market, again, that's the private sector, so treasury bills. 30, halfway there. For anything to serve as money, it must be, of course, backed by law. It must be backed by law. That's why they call it legal tender. All right, it must be backed by law. You can't just up and say this is money. 31, which of the following item is considered legal tender, as we just mentioned? And the best answer is a $10 note. That's legal tender. $10 bill, that's legal tender. The paper ain't really valid up, but legal tender. 32, a fractional reserve system is one where banks hold reserves for less than 100% of, and that answer is deposits. They have to hold a certain amount of their deposits as stipulated by the central bank. 33, Joe Brown sells his produce at the market and saves his money until he has enough to buy a tractor. Which of the following functions of money? Which of the following function is money performing in this case? And the best answer here is store of value. You can take money, put it up on a bank, you can store it, and it becomes, and you can use it later. Store of value. All right. 34. The organization responsible for the regulation and control of the financial sector is the central bank. That's the creature assigned by the government to control the financial sector, the central bank. 35, which of the following is a function of the commercial bank? And the best answer here is accepting deposits. They don't print money, they don't fix import quotas, they don't fix currency, they is accepting deposits. All right, going down, 36, which of the following is not a financial institution in the economy? And the answer here is trade union. Credit union, yes. Commercial bank, yes. Development bank, yes. But trade union, no. 37, a government of a country M has been accumulating a fiscal deficit for the past 3 years without any surpluses. This is known as country M's, and the best answer here is their national debt. That's their national debt. 38, item 38 refers to the following diagram, which shows the simple circular flow of the income in the economy. And so the question asked, the national flow labeled Y refers to, and the best answer here is factor incomes. Item 39 refers to the following economic measures: decreasing money supply, increasing interest rates, and reducing the bank rate. Which of the following can be used to reduce inflation? And the best answer here is 1 and 2, which is C. Decreasing the money supply would cut back on how much people have to spend, and 2, increasing interest rates would deter people from going and borrowing, so therefore all that would cut back on spending, therefore reducing the inflation rate in the economy. 40, resources both human and physical are required to produce goods. The statement number must accurately describe factors of production. All right. 41, which of the following is not a service? And of course the answer here is a motorcycle, because all the rest are services. They're intangible. This is a tangible one, and so therefore that's a service. That's not a service. 42 refers to the following table, which shows the rate of inflation and the average percentage increase in wages over a 4-year period. And so it asks, in which year was the increase in real wages the greatest? And of course, the best answer there would be A, 2006, because they realized that wages increased by 20%, inflation rate would have been 5%, and so real increase would have been about 15% would have been the real increase. And so that's the highest. For this one, it's just 10. For this one, it's worse. The wage won't increase by 5, but inflation is higher than that. All right, 43. Which of the following is not a characteristic of a Caribbean economies? And the answer here is a major producers of manufactured goods. We're not some major manufacturing hub of anything. Only Trinidad and Jamaica do a lot of manufacturing, but for the most part, we're not. 44. The role of trade unions in the economy is to, and the best answer here is to negotiate wages on behalf of the workers. 45. The main advantage of quotas as compared to tariff is that the quotas remove uncertainty about the quantity of imports. Remember, a quota is a set amount of imports, and so you remove the uncertainty about the quantity of imports. 46. Which of the following is a positive effect of the brain drain phenomenon for the country of origin? And the best answer here would be a source of remittances, because people go overseas and they send back their money from where they came from. Alright, 47. Which of the following is a disadvantage of international trade? And the best answer here is stiff competition for local industries. 48. Which of the following bodies tries to get nations to end preferential trade arrangements with other nations? And the best answer here is WTO, World Trade Organization. 49. A computer is purchased from the US at a price of $500 if the exchange rate is given at TT $10 equal $1. The price of the computer will be, and the best answer here would be the 10 times the 500, and so you get your 5,000. Let's see. 50. Which of the following best explains the term tariff? And the answer here is B, the level of tax that is levied on imports entering a country. So the tariff is the tax paid on imports entering a country. 51. Which of the following will contribute to the surplus of the balance of trade of a country? Surplus, and the best answer here is the value of exports is greater than the value of imports. All right, the value of export is greater than the value of imports. All right. 52. Which of the following is not a function of the International Monetary Fund, IMF? And the best answer here is D, settling trade disputes between countries. That's what the WTO is there for. 53. A central bank calls for an increase in the reserve requirements of commercial banks. How will this affect the operations of the commercial banks? And the best answer here is A, their liquid assets will be reduced. When you increase the reserve requirement, that means they have to hold back more of their cash, so they can't lend out as much. So therefore, their liquid assets will reduce. The amount of money they can lend out will reduce. 54. The restriction of international trade through tariffs, embargoes, quotas, and exchange control is referred to as, and the best answer is D, protectionism. All right, protectionism, protecting your economy. 55. A country A is experiencing a balance of payment deficit. Which of the following measures would it normally take to reduce the deficit in the short term? And the best answer here is B, impose restrictions on goods imported from other countries. All right, that's it. In the short term, that's the best thing they can do. Impose restrictions so that you can, reduce the amount of imports. 56. Which of the following is the most likely to lead to greater international investment flows to the Caribbean region? And the best answer here is globalization, where more foreign direct investment can come into the country. Globalization allows the movement of people, goods, services, capital. All right, 57. Which of the following are ways of calculating national income? And the answer here is 1, 3, and 4. So that's income method, output method, and expenditure method. So that's C. There's no elasticity method. So that's C. 58. The term e-commerce refers to C, electronic businesses. That's e-commerce, electronic businesses. 59. And one example of an entrepreneur is, of course, a shop owner. You own your own business. And 60, the last one, trade liberalization should result in several benefits to the consumers. Which of the following is not a benefit to consumers? And the best answer here is A, prices of goods and services will increase. Prices of goods and services will increase. That's not a benefit, no way you put it. All right, so this is the end of the 2013 May-June Economics Paper 1. And I must say, this was a very, very easy paper. So I'm not too sure if the upcoming one, if they go strictly paper 1s, if you're going to see some of these ones repeating, because to me, it's a very, very, very easy question. All right, so I'm going to do about 3 more paper 1s for economics. So the only way you can know when they drop is to like, subscribe, and of course, hit the notification bell. So you know when Learn SKN drops another economics paper 1 video. Thanks for watching.